What about you, Iris? What are you doing?
Right, I got two things. I guess on the way back to there, I'm gonna go and see Agatha.
Agatha has actually moved to the medical bay because she is having her people run some tests on Cardia to see what her condition is like, and she's staying at her side. Just a sec. She turns back to see that you are entering the medical bay and says, "You are still here."
Yes, I was hoping to ask you some things. Is she okay though?
Her body seems to be suffering. However, I can easily help her. I have the technology. I developed it because of her mother.
I'm glad to hear.
Can't rebuild her.
I did have something to talk to you about, however. It's about Amelia, first and foremost.
What about her?
Well, I didn't explain very well before my first encounter with her, but something's weird.
How so?
Well, for one, I'm not dead. I know full well that's only used for demon-on-demon fighting. I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid. I should have come out much worse than I did.
You do not fight Onis. You survive them. They are a living catastrophe.
Yeah, and that's my point. It feels like she's holding back somehow.
I gave her explicit orders to guard you with her life. I did not give her an order to sacrifice herself. She must have been trying hard to suppress the rage, but failed.
I don't know, the city's still standing. But if she is still struggling to fight it, is there anything we can do?
There has never been such a precedent before. I cannot answer your question. What little I know about her people is that once they lose control, they die and take everything around them with them.
Then I only have one option. Let's see. Well, if you can't help me on that matter, then I was wondering. You said before you had technology to be able to help with such things as... She gestures towards the girl on the table. Such as
That is correct.
I have a friend with something of the same condition in a way. And I can't word it right, dyslexia is playing up. Essentially she's going to explain about, like, Morgana's thing, you know?
That is not a uncommon issue. Most powerful demons have to deal with this sort of fallout due to their magical, well, nature. Drakes in particular are, although different from dragons, also similar. It is no surprise that staying next to such a creature would damage weak mortals like you. You would call a drake a friend.
She smiles a little bit. It's strange to me as well, but yes.
Are you unfamiliar with what they are?
I know the basics. Perhaps I missed something.
Drakes are considered imperfect by their, well, families. All dragons wish to exterminate the drakes. It does not matter who gave birth to the creature that you are referring to. Sooner or later, when they find out that she is alive, dragons will come to kill her, because drakes are considered failures. Keeping her is a recipe for disaster.
Well, if she wished to leave, I would let her, but at the end of the day, I don't want her to have to avoid everybody. Or even if she chooses to leave. I still want to help her.
I can easily solve your issue, but what's in it for me?
Like, she gestures a little bit. It's like, well, I don't have anything on me right now. Didn't have
I
real
want
time.
you to make me a promise.
Hmm?
This girl, she looks towards where Cardia is sleeping. My time is short. I will not be able to protect her. For as long as I can, I will. But when the overworld comes looking for me, I will send her here. Doesn't need to share my fate. I want you to promise me that you will keep her safe.
She's going to nod and give a small bow. I promise.
Then I shall trust you. Do not betray my trust. Is there anything else you wish to talk about?
No. As long as you can help me with such a matter, then I think we're done. I'll have to deal with that issue down there. But before I reach down there, I will make arrangements, just in case.
Assuming you survive, I will make sure that the required preparations are done to handle your problem.
Thank you.
With your conversation over, Agatha just sits down next to Cardia's side and gently holds her hand and watches over her. Alright then,
Yeah.
Iris, is there anything else you wish to do before you return to the others?
No, that's fine about it.
Alright then. The ship seems to be quote-unquote in working order as Maverick is back behind the wheel and getting ready to get her out of the hangar. There's also quite a lot of mechanic bots worrying and panicking because he literally stole parts from all over the place. He sees you that you're coming into the hangar and says, "Oh, hey there, lass, what's the plan now? What are we doing? Can we go now? This place is weird."
Yes, we're going back to the city. You're gonna have to drop us off at a certain location, but I suggest you get away as fast as possible after that.
Sounds good, I guess. Let's do it. I'm ready. Whoa! He's so gung-ho about it as he begins swaying left and right. From somewhere he has produced another bottle of hard liquor and he's been chugging it.
You really need a drink when we fly.
We're doing a what now?
Fly. Fly the ship.
He looks confused. When you look at his chest, by the way, you notice an insignia for a Navy captain. He actually doesn't fly airships.
How did you... You know what? Drink that. Just drink it.
Cheers! And he continues drinking.
As soon as he's finished, he's gonna go set off.
Soon enough, there's some creaking as the ship very unsteadily exits the hangar. For the first 5 minutes, you are absolutely certain that the ship is gonna nosedive any second. To your dismay, the ship holds. It's slowly descending, and it's clearly not in perfect condition, as it's not going in, well, top speed as it did before. But the ship is holding, and you guys are slowly being taken down towards the city. In the distance, just outside the city, you see the enormous storm beginning to brew. This is probably what they meant when they said that every Oni has a piece of a chaos storm inside them. You see that the weather is absolutely unpredictable. You've never seen anything like it. There is thunder, there is an unrelentless blizzard, there is fire and brimstone, there is magma and explosions. All the elements are in disarray and rage. You see that randomly elementals are being formed and they're going berserk. Air elementals, earth elementals, fire, everything, lightning, everything is beginning to take some shape or form. And it is pure chaos and madness as everything gets destroyed around the storm. You see that as time progresses, the storm begins to get bigger and bigger. In the center of it, you cannot make out anything under the thick, heavy clouds. All you can hear is the sounds of battle. After a good 10 or 15 minutes, you manage to touch down actually square in the center of town. As that is as far as the ship can take you, because it was literally on its last gasp.
Poor ship.
Hold on! And with a loud thud, you crash down in the town square. Around you, you see a bunch of destroyed buildings. Luckily enough, you don't see any casualties, just a bunch of destroyed mechs. Clearly, what was left behind from Agatha's assault.
I'm just gonna sigh.
Nearby, you notice that somebody is actually already waiting for you. Since you took a while getting down there, just a second. Since you took a while getting down there, the welcoming committee has had a chance to catch up with you guys and greet you. And by that I mean, Tina is down there waiting for you. When she sees you, she waves with a smile. Oh, great! You guys are finally back.
I'm gonna smile back.
Get worried.
Well, we lived so far.
Who's the worst hurt?
I am
look around.
currently have my shield planted on the ground and I'm leaning on it.
Tina takes a glance at you and then quickly walks over to you and gives you a shoulder and starts dragging along. Come on, let's get you out of here.
What? No, I have to help.
No.
I'm fine.
No, not in that condition, you're not going anywhere. She immediately starts dragging you towards Doc May's underground hospital that's in the basement, you know. It seems that the doc has already been waiting. I mean, it's not like she's been doing nothing. She's been busy because the city just got attacked and she was on standby to take care of the wounded. Luckily, it doesn't seem like there were that many wounded, so she has mostly been left in her prepared state waiting for patients. As she glances over and sees you guys coming back, she immediately opens up the door and ushers everybody inside so she can start treating your wounds. She doesn't ask any questions, she just immediately starts working on you guys.
Okay then. Once we're all patched up, whoever wants to come with me, can come with me.
Take it we're gonna go stop that rampaging Oni.
Yeah, I feel like the only way is to aim for those horns, try to depower her enough.
Fine. I put Belford down on a table, turn to the medic and go, don't let her leave.
The doc seems a little uncomfortable when you say that. From what you can tell, she's not exactly a fighter.
I was more hoping she doesn't wake her up and have her strong enough to let her leave, but however she chooses to deal with it.
She's not exactly sure what you want her to do, but she says, well, I can't let a wounded patient leave, so I'm gonna try.
Right, that'll have
Tina,
to
by the
do.
way, scratches her head. You know, guys, a little bit of warning about the whole situation would have been really nice. Why exactly was, well, as you call it, that Oni there? Like, what happened?
Oh, which
You
part
know,
do you
a
mean?
lot of people are pretty angry about that right now, and I honestly can't blame them.
Which part are they angry about?
The part where there was a demon over there and now it's raging and causing trouble, and you guys apparently knew about it but said nothing.
Yeah, well, that demon helped you solve the entire issue, and now no longer the ship is gotta destroy. Now we just have to deal with the demon.
Hey, don't look at me, I'm fine with it. Like I said, a lot of other people were angry though.
And they're gonna get the same talking to as well. I've had a long day.
Right. Well,
Do I recover any HP?
right now, no.
God damn it.
Well, you guys are definitely in no condition to fight, so I can see that you're all pretty gung-ho about this, but honestly, you guys should probably sit this one out.
I can't sit this one out.
No. Before you get too hot-headed, Iris, listen to me. Currently, everybody who's still willing and able is out there fighting. That goes for your friends as well. But yeah, if you come there in this condition, you're just gonna slow them down. So that's why I came back here. I took a glance what's going on in there, and yeah, you're definitely not fit for the battle ahead. Stay here, rest for a couple of hours, recover your wounds. I think we've still got some time. As long as we keep that thing busy, the storm is not going to consume the city. I think we can buy you some time. Just relax, take a deep breath, and let us handle it, okay? Just so we're clear, right now you're given a choice. You can leave immediately, or you can take a short break, but you are not sure what will transpire in that short break.
Oh, that's hard to guess.
Shit will break and peeps will die.
Yeah, I can. I've been told what Oni can do. I would have to leave almost immediately.
Yeah.
I stick a band-aid on me.
You see that Tina is judging your expression, and she puts a hand on your shoulder, Iris, and just says, Iris, is your faith in your friend so little?
Iris is going to look at all you and go, I think we should trust our friends.
In that case, any chance of getting anything to eat around here?
Actually, yeah, I made my decision. I'm going to put my trust in our friends. I can't
Everybody
stand
roll
alone.
perception.
Top kick.
Everybody roll me perception.
Right, I need to remember that I need to do this at disadvantage, since I have disadvantage on everything right now. Wow, I still rolled 19. The fuck?
Nice.
Right, nobody critted, right?
Nope.
Hell no.
Perfect. Right, you have no idea what just happened.
Sibby almost critted if he didn't have disadvantage.
If I didn't have disadvantage, I would have crit.
Too bad, Alyssia. Too bad.
Yeah, that's what
Only
happens
a
when you
crit
bend the
would have
space-time
helped you in
continuum.
that roll.
Lucretia is
Can I
just
load
gonna
a save?
kinda-
I want to try loading
No,
a save
sorry,
and...
no scum saving.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, for the 30 minutes, Lucretia is just gonna be kind of lying on the bed, just kind of being in pain.
Right. So, since you guys are taking a short break, first of all, as soon as you mention food, you hear Tina's stomach begin to grumble. She starts taking out some food that she actually brought with her, so you guys can actually get a proper meal and some nourishment. And since some time is passing, somebody is starting to wake up. Horatius.
I'm still angrily
Click.
glaring at her, and the second she wakes up, I move my head like I
Trish
wasn't looking
begins
at
to
her.
stir in her bed and very unsteadily and warily begins to open her eyes. She is clearly quite tired and exhausted. Gee, I wonder why.
Also, in case it wasn't obvious, I've taken away her symbol for casting because
Right, I'm
Yeah.
assuming that you've basically disarmed her.
yeah, just because just because I
Before
saved
one
her
or
doesn't
two.
mean we're not still enemies.
In before one symbol for casting is at a 2. Ah.
She doesn't say anything, she just slowly starts to sit up in her bed. I'm assuming she has her clothes, so...
Yeah, well, I didn't strip her naked. I'm not
He's not Tsundere-chan.
Are you not
Sundarisha. Sorry, Alyssia, just because I rejected you in the jacuzzi doesn't mean you have to hold that grudge against every NPC.
Hey,
As
Adam,
she goes
are you
to
trying
step
not worrying about it?
Yeah, as she goes to sit up, I'll just tell her, you should probably lay down, you fell a few hundred meters.
I don't understand.
Neither do I, really. Lay down.
Since you won't address the obvious question, why haven't you killed me, she just quietly lays back down in bed. And doesn't say anything else.
Well, I don't really know why I didn't kill her. Felt the right thing to do.
Like, why didn't you kill me? I don't know. Okay, good talk.
Why didn't you kill me? Same feeling.
At this point, the storm outside is starting to pick up. Even the city is starting to take damage. Lightning is beginning to crash on some of the high rooftops. as the storm is encroaching faster and faster. At this point, Trish also begins looking around, not sure what's happening, because she kind of missed that whole thing. What is going on?
Outside
the
is
demons still attacking
genocidal,
the city.
only trying to destroy the island.
We did stop the airship, though. She says from a little bed, reading something.
Only now
No,
there's an
thanks to
Oni
you.
raging.
Trish takes a deep breath and with a grunt once again sits up in her bed and slowly gets out of it.
And what do you think you're doing?
I'm leaving. Are you going to stop me?
I moved to stand in front of the door.
She just stares at you quietly.
You're not getting away from that so easy. This is partly your mess. Can't just slip away.
Then what do you suggest?
In about 10 more minutes, we're going to go out there and stop that thing. Make your choice.
My choice was made before we even met, Horatius. I will not stand idly and watch people die.
Right, good. I'll give her a nod.
However, if what you say is true and we have to face an Oni, I am not prepared for it, and I am in no condition to fight. I have to go.
I'm just eyeing her up as she says that.
You can roll perception if you want. Or insight.
Sure, I'll roll insight.
She doesn't strike you as somebody who's getting ready to run and save their life.
Yeah, that's. I sort of believe her, is the thing. I'm just very wary because the last 5 conversations we've had involve traps of some kind.
So, that's a fair point.
Don't you like traps?
At this point, I'm basically like, you know, the girlfriend that keeps getting abused and saying he can change. I believe it. I can change him. He's so nice to me when it's just us two. But no, since I do actually believe her, I'll just step aside from the door, but reiterate as she goes the phrase, just make your choice. Oh, and when this is over, we're back to being enemies.
I'm assuming you give her back her weapon and her symbol, right?
Yeah.
Her symbol is actually a necklace with her family's crest. And as you give her back her things, she just quietly nods and storms off somewhere into the streets.
Well, it would have been rude to keep them. I mean, she didn't rob me every time she knocked me out with a group of assassins.
If anything, she even left you a present when you were out in the forest. She left you her cape so you don't fucking freeze to death.
Knights are weird.
Turns out, secretly, everyone wants Horatius.
Ah, that's my secret. I don't want them.
I know. That's why, like, your only response to all of this is going to be, "Begone, all of you thoughts."
My response is, I'm being nice to you because I was raised well. Begone, thoughts. This is just chivalry.
Suddenly, there's a loud tremor and commotion outside as you guys are nearing your preparations to leave. And just outside, a giant machine comes to a halt, letting a particular girl that you may or may not be familiar with step down as she kicks the door open and with a haughty, angry expression says, "What the hell are you guys doing? Why are you still here lazing about? Don't you have work to do?
Well,
God,
yeah,
you're
we're
useless.
just preparing.
Preparing my ass, you lazy assholes. You're just waiting for everything to wrap up without you. God, this is unacceptable.
No, that would
I
have
thought
been
you guys
nice.
were going to fight.
Not all of us have machines to fight in our stead.
Yeah, battery will get you nowhere.
Okay, well, I think we're all ready, right? She stands up, talisman's all ready, key recharged.
I'm just
Alyssia,
looking
Hawk
over at
Sniper.
Lucy. How broken are you?
I'm assuming
Your 4 HP.
my entire body below my neck is like purple and dark red, but nobody can see that under my plate armor, so I just say I'm
Also
fine.
keep in mind, there is nothing she can do in half an hour that can fix your broken bones. So she did the most, well,
Yeah, but they don't know they're
realistic
broken.
thing she could, and she basically gave you some casts underneath the armor to quote unquote hold you together like a broken bone. She's basically like a broken doll. She's basically using duct tape to keep you into one
tape and
whole
splints.
piece.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, they don't know all my bones are broken.
That's okay, Amanda. If your armor's made well enough, it's a full body splint.
Yep,
So I
pretty
just
much.
nod and say I'm fine.
Well, I don't believe you, but I'm not one
Let's
to
go.
question. Let's go.
As you enter the streets, the wind is very violent. It's blowing at incredible speeds. You're barely managing to stay on your feet. Lightning is crackling off in the distance, and mist is beginning to pour in. Behind it, you see nothing but rage and violence as elementals are thrashing about without purpose. Audrey quickly jumps on Dixie's back and says, "Oh, come on now. What, are you waiting for an invitation? Let's get going already."
So you're riding
She's
a
waiting
robot?
for you guys to join her up on her machine.
Awesome. I'm gonna get on top.
Alright, I'm gonna climb up onto the robot, and I would like to note that my helmet is down, so nobody can see my face.
Can't tell because I'm wearing a helmet, but
But I'm in intense pain.
Well, Alyssia, slightly less shakily, but still very slowly makes her way up onto the robot. My speed is halved.
You hear the doctor behind you. "Do try to be safe. I only gave you a quick checkup. You are still in a very bad condition, all of you."
I've been
It's
worse.
She seems
Only
very worried as she sees you.
Nowhere
off.
is safe.
Just be careful, alright? Come back safely. You also notice that there is actually one person who is not getting on top of Dixie, and that is Tina. She's just quietly next to the doorway with her arms crossed, and she's watching over you without saying anything.
You're not coming?
Yeah, she kind of awkwardly scratches the back of her head. "I'm going to have to sit this one out, sorry."
Well, you're sure? You've helped us a lot. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
She smiles, she forces a smile when you say that and says, "Good luck, alright? Don't get killed."
Ah, we'll be fine. Now get to ride the giant robot. Go, 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 go.
Hey, don't give my Dixie orders. I'm the one in charge here. How dare you?
She just stares at her. Going?
Going? We're already there. Let's go, Dixie! The giant machine suddenly leaps forward with incredible speed and begins dashing through the city streets. And since there's nobody in the streets, the machine just barrels forward without worrying about any collateral damage or hurting anybody. It is actually a lot faster, believe it or not, despite its massive size.
You
Big
say
Daddy
it's
robot.
faster than a raging Oni?
I don't think so. Not with 5 or 6 people when it's back, for sure.
What about with one person on?
Will you
God
stop
damn it,
trying to
Adam,
sacrifice
can you stop
yourself?
trying to suicide bomb?
Sorry, I'll have you know this plan isn't a suicide plan. This plan is a call the demon down plan.
Stop
As
Cool
trying
soon
the
to
as
demon
suicide
down?
you
bomb.
leave the city gates, you are not prepared for what you see. You saw it from up in the skies. You saw all the strange weather and the chaotic storm spreading forward. But this, now you are truly entering it. All you see around you is death and destruction. Nothing can survive in this weather. The only thing keeping you safe right now is the fact that you're extremely fast and mobile, and the giant machine is doing its best to protect you. This is a suicide. This is a death sentence for anybody that is out in this storm. And now you begin barreling forward through it.
It's a fucking dragon!